Just a few things before we get started. First, Ryan and Jess have requested that no photos be taken during the ceremony. An errant phone call from Boston College asking for emergency services to disturb the ceremony. And plus, there's no one here that could handle that today because they're all here. I think Uncle Otto could go. Okay. One last thing before we get started. I'd like to address the elephant in the room. Please raise your hand if this is the first time you've attended a wedding where the father of the bride or the groom has officiated the wedding.
No.
Okay. Well, I'm glad. I'm sure many of you asked the same question. Why didn't Ryan and Des choose a minister, or a priest, or rabbi, or justice of the peace? Why me? I have no idea. I have spent the last 6 months trying to figure out why me. And I still don't know. You guys are going to tell me later, right? But I do have a theory. So my kids, including Desh, because you're like my daughter, you have been like my daughter, have all heard the story of our wedding almost 34 years ago, when the rabbi who we hired to co-officiate the service, was a no-show. Fortunately, Reverend Finleon, the other officiant we hired that day, did show up and perform the ceremony on his own. He was excellent, by the way. Some of you are smiling out there because many of you were there that day and you know the story very well. Anyway, I think these kids got a little nervous when they heard our near horror story and asked themselves, what the heck are we going to do up here in God's country if our officiant doesn't show up? So evidently, Desh and Ryan looked at me and concluded I was the logical choice. I'll tell you, it's not because I have experience with this type of thing, because I don't. And it's not because I'm comfortable speaking in front of large groups, because I'm not. Here's why I think they asked me. One, I'm generally on time. Two, I'm very affordable. And three, I think this is the clincher. Let me know. Everyone knows I never miss a party. So by asking me to perform their wedding today, they were all but guaranteed their officiant would show up. But regardless of the reason, I couldn't be more honored or humbled to be performing this ceremony today. Thank you. So let me give you a little background on Ryan and Desh, the Ryan and Desh story. For those of you who don't know, Ryan and Desh met in middle school. And the first time I met Desh, she was attending a friend's birthday party next door at our neighbor's house, Meg's house. Where's Meg? Anyway, Ryan, who spent every waking moment of his childhood pretending to be a fireman or playing sports, was outside shooting hoops in the driveway. How these two got together that day is still not entirely clear. My guess is Desh, who's an excellent athlete and has the compete level of a Tom Brady, challenged Ryan to a game of one-on-one. As luck would have it, I came home early that day to find the two of these kids going at it like Bird versus Magic in Game 7 of the Garden. It was a heated contest and quite entertaining. I have to admit, I was really surprised and quite pleased to see Ryan playing basketball with a girl. But you know what really impressed me that day? Desh was kicking Ryan's butt.
He's getting older, he forgets things.
I liked her instantly. So to our disappointment, Ryan and Desh's middle school romance seemed to cool off shortly after their little play. That makes sense. Ryan never liked losing, and losing to a girl was probably a lot more than he could handle back then. In the years to follow, we'd occasionally see Desh at parties or different events. She was then, as she is today, always beaming, full of life, super engaging, and genuinely happy to see everybody. And of course, each time after running to Desh, I'd say to Ryan, hey, what about Desh? Does she have a boyfriend? Why don't you ask Desh out? Ryan always had a lame excuse. Really lame excuses. And I would just shake my head and ask, Lord, what's wrong with my son? Eventually and thankfully, Ryan came to his senses. At some point, he realized he had met his soulmate and the love of his life years before. And luckily for Ryan, Desh was still available. So as the officiant of this wedding and as a dad, I felt compelled to share with these two some worldly advice about marriage based on our experiences. However, from what we've observed, they really don't need our help. Here's why. Ryan and Desh truly live for each other. They're a team. Constantly putting each other's needs and interests ahead of their own. Robin and I witness this every day, and it's really quite beautiful. They also possess that magical ingredient known as empathy. which allows them the perspective they need to work through the occasional but inevitable disagreements that occur in all relationships. For many of us, the whole empathy thing is a moving target. We clearly understand the concept, realize its importance, and we all strive to be more empathetic. But but when things get heated up, or when someone gets in the way of something we really want, surprisingly, it's easy to forget all about empathy. Not for these guys. For whatever reason, empathy comes naturally to Ryan and Desh, especially when it comes to each other. And that, too, is really beautiful to see. I was also going to counsel these two about friends and family. How important it is to sustain and nurture relationships with their immediate family members, their cousins, and last but not least, their friends. But as I look around at the 200 plus people here today, I realize Ryan and Desh have the whole friends and family thing all figured out too. So in my debut as a wedding officiant, my sage and worldly advice to the both of you is this: just keep doing what you're doing, and you'll be fine. So before moving on, I'd like to say something about our new family. Robin and I have come to know Desh's family quite well over the past 3 years, and it is abundantly clear to us why Desh is the way she is. Nimi, Ravi, Denise, and Dill are all salt-of-the-earth type people. And like Desh, they're always smiling, giving, and ready to lend a hand. We are thrilled to finally and officially welcome Desh and her family into ours. At the same time, we are so excited to become part of Desh's family too. And did I mention they throw great parties? Wow. Oh, trouble. We've watched the two of you, Robin and I especially, tirelessly and prepare for this day today. So much time and effort has been devoted to this one day, and you guys have done a great job. I can't believe this day's finally here. Are you ready?
Ready?
Here we go. All right. Ryan and Desh, I have the benefit and the great privilege of knowing you both very well. More than anything, I know you are both the products of two very loving and caring families. You've each experienced tremendous joy and happiness already in your lifetime. You've also experienced some difficult times and some deep sorrow. These experiences, coupled with the love you share for each other now, are responsible for the remarkably solid and impressive foundation you've both created. It's the foundation we all see in front of us right now. I think I speak for everyone here when I say we can't wait to see what the house looks like. So with that being said, it's time to get married. I'm going to ask you a couple questions. All right?
All right.
Ryan and Desh, will you support, honor, defend, and uphold one another in all circumstances? And will you love and care for each other during all the good times and the bad? If so, say we will.
We will.
Do you accept the rights and responsibilities associated with the most sacred of all relationships, marriage, and God willing, a family of your own?
We
If
will.
so, oops. A little quick.
We said family.
Just went offside. If so, say we do.
We
We
do.
do.
That might be the only chance you get to say that. All right. Good. Now it's time to share your vows.
Okay. Ryan. Our wedding day is finally here. The day we have dreamed about, the day we have stressed about, and the day we have planned, and the day we planned a huge party for with all of our favorite people, because today is a day, because today is going to be the best day of our lives. I get to call you my husband and become your wife. I recently pulled out and looked through a box I've kept that holds a lot of our memories over the last 3.5 years. cards, photos, plane tickets to the islands with my island boy. Charlie tickets because you're also a city boy that takes the T now. Okay. The first card I picked up was the one I wrote you when I got home from South Africa in March of 2019. It read, "I just want you to know that I am the happiest I've ever been in my life with you. I know we're friends, but that is one of the most precious things about our relationship." End quote. Until you proposed to me at Plum Island 2.5 years into our relationship, you told everyone we were just friends, with a grin on your face. I never let this bother me because I saw the way you looked at me with those beautiful blue smiling eyes, and you've always made me feel like I'm the only girl in the room. Then we got engaged. You proudly told anybody that would listen that I was your fiance, and started referring to me privately as your wife months ago because you just wanted to be married. Who knew our friendship that started in middle school, passing notes to each other in Spanish class, would be the foundation of our relationship 20 years later. We are kind to each other, we care for each other, we listen to each other, we fight with each other, we apologize to each other, you more than me. But I'm working on it. And we genuinely love spending time together. I'm so grateful for your friendship. My card continued. You make me smile and laugh every day, and I've never felt so safe than when I'm with you. On the other hand, traveling without you to South Africa is when I really realized how special you are to me. I've never been in fear of flying until I took off from Boston. I just thought to myself, there's so much more to come, and we were just getting started. End quote. I prayed to safely arrive back into your arms, which became my shelter, into your heart that quickly became my home. That trip and being away from you for 2 weeks made me realize I never want to live without you, and why would I? You're everything I dreamed of in a partner and more. You always put family first. You treat me with respect. You always do the right thing. Oh, man. You're brilliant and still eager to learn. You continue to tell me I'm beautiful, even if I respond with an eye roll every time. You support me in everything that I set my mind to, and you are the ultimate hype man. And you are always down to crush the dance floor. And even though you're a macho man driving a big bad truck, you have the kindest heart. You always stop to help elderly strangers bring groceries into their home. You pull over, even if we're running late, to support every kid we pass. Sorry. Trying to sell something to raise money because you want to encourage them as entrepreneurs. You always yell, "Ball!" anytime there is a loose ball when we're watching football. Whether it's a Patriots game or 6th grade Pop Warner, you always give me a kiss before you leave the house, even when I'm sleeping. Please never stop doing that. And if I'm awake before you leave, you find a way to say bye to me 8 times within 2 minutes. So you can give me a few extra kisses before you are out the door. You make sure a day doesn't go by that I don't feel loved by you. You're the most loyal and honest person I've ever known. And I'm going to say that again because I want to emphasize that you are truly the most honest and loyal person I've ever known. I am in awe by your patience and grace. You're a true gentleman, and you are so patient with me. So patient. I choose you. I choose you today, tomorrow, and every day after. almost over. Okay, sorry. Today, I vow to be your friend and teammate, to support you, encourage you, and always be your biggest fan. I vow to honor you and respect you, be faithful to you, and make you proud. I vow to dream with you, achieve with you, and celebrate with you. Not just our big wins, but the little ones in between. I vow to continue to grow and learn. I vow to continue to grow and learn how to better love each other, especially during the difficult and stressful times. I vow to pick you up and never let you fall. I vow to grow old with you, care for you, and make you feel my love every day. I love you and the beautiful life we've made together. I cannot wait to spend the rest of my life with you. Now, let's get married and make some babies.
Can I hug you? Just a hug. No kiss, just a hug. Dash. I feel like I'm the luckiest man in the world to be able to share my life with you. I don't know what I've done to be worthy of this blessing, but I am and will forever be grateful. You're the ultimate partner. You're beautiful, loyal, passionate, selfless, kind, and fun. But those words can't possibly encompass all that you mean to me. I love that you don't believe I'm allergic to onions, but you still don't allow any onions in the house. I love that you live your life to the fullest each and every day and that you love with your whole heart. I love that you live by the adage, if you're going to do something, always do it right. Everything you commit to, you finish. I love that you never put yourself first and that you are the ultimate teammate. I love your energy, I love the infectious joy that you spread, and I love that you can make me smile with just your presence. But all these great characteristics that I love about you pale in comparison to the one thing that matters. You truly have the best heart in the world. I love that you choose to love me with all of your heart, and I vow to spend my life choosing to love you with all my heart in return. I vow to always be patient, even if that means waiting while you ask the waiter to explain every menu item, only to say, just surprise me. I vow to never lose my childish personality, to have fun, and when needed, call in Dr. McGillicuddy. I vow to wake up every morning with gratitude in my heart and a smile on my face because I'm blessed with another day to love you. I vow to live passionately, to dance often, and to make the most of every minute we have together.
Sorry, the sun's in his eyes.
I vow to always be there for you no matter what, to support you and to love you unconditionally. I vow to always treat you as not just my wife, but my bride. And even as life gets busy and challenges come our way, I'll always try to find a way to make you feel as special and beautiful as you do today on our wedding day. One of my favorite sayings is, to those whom much is given, much is expected. You've given me the ultimate gift in life, and in return, I promise to be the best man, best friend, best husband, and God willing, the best father I can be. Dash, it's my greatest honor in life to be your husband and to start our own family. Can't wait to spend forever with you.
Okay, next we're going to ask Uncle Mark to come up with the ring.
Jokester. Got him.
Okay. These are the hands of your best friend, young and strong and full of love for you. They're holding yours on your wedding day as you promise to love each other today, tomorrow, and forever. These are the hands that will work alongside yours as you build your future. These are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you through the years, and with the slightest touch will comfort you like no other. These are the hands that will hold you when fear or grief fills your mind. These are the hands that will countless times wipe the tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow and tears of joy. These are the hands that will tenderly hold your children. These are the hands that will help you to hold your family as one. These are the hands that will give you strength when you need it. And lastly, these are the hands that even when wrinkled and old, will still be reaching for yours, still giving you the same unspoken tenderness with just a touch. On a personal note, Buppy and I would like to just let you know that if you can walk hand in hand through your marriage with your best friend, there's nothing more wonderful in life. Congratulations, we love you both. You look beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for letting me be part
Love
of
you,
it.
Amma.
So beautiful. Thank you.
you.
Great job.
Hold that. Ryan, repeat after me. Desh, I give you this ring to wear with love and joy.
Desh, I give you this ring to wear with love and joy.
As this ring has no end, neither shall my love for you.
As this ring has no end, neither shall my love for you.
I choose you to be my wife this day and forevermore.
I choose you to be my wife this day and forevermore.
Ready?
Oh, so excited.
Ryan, I give you this ring to wear with love and joy.
Hold on, I need a second. I'm so excited.
Can we do it again?
Yeah, okay. I'm ready.
Ryan, I
Ryan.
give you this ring to wear with love and joy.
I give you this ring to wear with love and joy.
As this ring has no end, neither shall my love for you.
As this ring has no end, neither shall my love for you.
I choose you to be my husband this day and forevermore.
I choose you to be my husband this day and forevermore.
Correct. Okay. Fourth quarter. Before we can move on to what you've all been waiting for, we need to observe one of the most time-honored traditions in our religion, the breaking of the glass. The meaning behind this tradition is that you will spend as many years together in happiness as it would take to collect all the pieces of this glass and reassemble it. Ready? Wait. When this is over, we all need to say L'chaim.
Mazel tov.
You're on.
L'chaim. Do you want to pick it up?
Nope.
Hope it's in a lot of pieces.
Many years.
You like to pick things.
So you know what this means?
We're married.
No.
I
Hey.
don't know. You asked.
Ryan and Desh, by the powers vested in me today, by the great state of New Hampshire, and this really cool 90-day temporary license they sent me, I now pronounce you husband and wife.